So the tactic here is come to a heritage site, one that's associated with fire in some way, so the Reichstag building or Pudding Lane in London, and look at that site through the flame of a match or your cigarette lighter. So this is Woodbridge Air Base, and before this was an American nuclear bomber base, it was an RAF base during the Second World War. And they used to land the aircraft here that were damaged in some way. They operated something called FIDO, which I think, if my memory is right, was Fog Incendiary Dispersal Operation. And basically, they turned this whole field into one enormous flame. They could pump out, I think it was 20,000 gallons of petroleum in an hour, and they would just make one whole flame across this thing and disperse any fog or mist, so that it would allow the sort of injured bombers, the damaged bombers, to come in and land. So, although this is a coast, there's a sea here, this is actually a place of fire, because there's a legend about this, a Second World War legend, that there was either here a small German invasion, a very large German invasion, or an exercise, an Allied exercise, in which, or during which, huge pipes laying across the seabed here were set off. There was gas pumped through them, enormous flames leapt in, boiled the sea and incinerated either the invading forces or the Allied soldiers on their exercise. Nothing's ever come up to solidly explain where this story has come from, but for some reason there is a tale of fire here. And laid a path out for us. The question is kind of when someone does this, it's like what are they leading us into? It must be intended to lead people. Kind of takes you more and more into the centre.